I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The Jets and Browns, two cellar dwellers from a year ago, and they did meet in that season, Week 5 in Cleveland. Myles Garrett, it was his NFL debut. He got 2 sacks, but it was former Brown Josh McCown throwing 2 second-half touchdown passes to lead the Jets to the victory.
And every time I hear about the Jets and Browns playing, you know what I think about? The first ever Monday Night Football game. The Jets at the Browns. Cleveland won. I believe it was 1970.
It was indeed. I just happened to have into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And caught left side, Olsen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's complete to Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From midfield, here's Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Incomplete. Red Allison, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Set. 319. 319.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on play action. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's exactly what was talked about almost ad nauseum in the draft process for Josh Allen. His ability to be accurate and deliver the football, not just on time, but in the right spots for his receivers. Overthrows like that has the critics nodding and going, yeah, I told you about Josh Allen. Personally, I think he'll get more accurate as time goes on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw again. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to...
This is intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on second down. He's going deep for Brown. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Allen going to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! 3:19! 3:19! Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run with Darkwan. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gone! 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 Gone!
On the run, Darkwan. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over!
Now the rookie from NC State, this is Naeem Hines. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So it's an empty possession there, and you have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tip the balance in his favor to go #1.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
Mayfield on first down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Give. This is Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Detroit!
Allen now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him, they sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing. And
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Following the interception, Mayfield. And it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. A minute 59 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Greg Olsen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robbie Anderson, 77 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st down, Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Gun! All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Allen to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 10. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Browns getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! 51 to Mike! 51 to Mike! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Hot! Hot!
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Detroit! Detroit!
Allen looks to throw on second down. And Olsen over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Lucky 56!
Right back to him on first down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! 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 Come on. Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen to throw. Looking to throw on second down. And a loose football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. On the crossing route, complete. It's Walker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hurry up, here we go.
Mayfield now on second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Allen now to throw on 2nd down. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And again, it's Allen. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Garcon with his first grab. Good enough for a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Orleans Darkwa, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On the ground, Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw on 2nd down. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Allen throwing on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Allen to throw once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So that gets them a little closer, but clearly field goals are not going to be enough to win this game, at least not this deep into it.
Yeah, agreed if this were the second quarter. But since we're in the fourth, still 2 scores down, the question would be, did the field goal do much for you? But we have to admit, from the time we've been calling these games, how fast we've seen teams play, there's still a possibility, right?
Madden moves in a hurry.
Yes, it does.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. A busy night continues for Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Leopard! Gun! Detroit!
Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Woo!